Welcome, Radiant Soul, to this sacred space of insight and transformation. I honor your presence here today, and I thank you for opening your heart to the messages of Spirit. Before we begin this mystical journey, I call upon divine guidance. May the messages we receive together be filled with clarity, healing, and higher wisdom. Tipchi. Please remember, this is a collective reading, so allow your intuition to guide you. Take what resonates deeply within your spirit, and gently release what doesn't. Now, let us peer into the cards. The first energy that emerges from the veil is one of rebellion, a powerful force rising from within you, urging you to break free from what no longer aligns with your soul. You are no longer willing to follow the crowd or bend to the expectations of others. You are awakening to your own truth, even if that truth leads you down a lonely or misunderstood path. We see the fierce presence of Mars in Aquarius, a cosmic signature of sudden disruption and electrifying change. This isn't a gentle shift, it's a bolt of lightning cracking through the sky of your life, shaking old patterns to the core. There may be conflict or confrontation, especially with people who oppose your new direction. In the imagery, a man stands armed and alert, ready to defend what he believes in, and in many ways, that reflects your energy now. You are no longer staying silent. You are speaking your truth with fire in your soul and steel in your words. And yes, this may be causing waves. There are those who may not understand your transformation, who may resist the changes you are embracing. But you are no longer living for others' comfort, you are choosing authenticity over approval. And now, a beautiful light begins to rise on your path. The moon in Leo graces your reading with an aura of self-worth and inner celebration. You are being guided to truly appreciate yourself, to see your own magic, your own beauty, your own power. There's a whisper of abundance arriving, a message carried by a gentle spirit, like a bird delivering a divine note. This may be financial gain, recognition, or simply a long-awaited blessing. Whatever form it takes, it brings with it joy, independence, and a deep sense of alignment. 7 T's. You are entering a phase of greater sovereignty, where you no longer dim your light for others to shine. You've walked through storms, through shadows, through heavy clouds of doubt, but now, a new vision is forming. You are planting the seeds of inspired ideas, bold dreams, and a future where your soul leads the way. There may be resistance around you, defensiveness, hesitation, or fear from those who cling to the old ways. But you are not here to stay small. You are here to expand, to transform, and to walk your sacred path, even if it means walking alone for a while. As we move deeper into your reading, Spirit reveals that you are in a powerful moment of self-assertion, standing tall in your truth, refusing to be diminished or silenced any longer. Titi, 3 cards emerge from the deck, each whispering of the emotional and spiritual weight you've been carrying. There's a profound sense of isolation, of being unseen, unheard, as though you've been navigating the shadows alone. This energy is shaped by Saturn in Virgo, a cosmic alignment that speaks of restriction, duty, and burden, especially in your work life or daily responsibilities. You may have felt boxed in, unable to express your full self, or to move in the way your spirit longs to. You've been yearning for freedom, for the sacred space to create, to serve, and to live on your own terms, yet circumstances have kept you tethered, bound by expectations, routines, or perhaps the demands of others. Then comes the escape card, a call from your soul to break free. With Mars in Pisces, there's a tension within you, a desire to fight, but a feeling of powerlessness. A dreamer's heart caught in a harsh reality. You may have felt emotionally adrift, like you're trying to swim upstream in a river too strong. There's a deep sense of lack, not just materially, but spiritually, a feeling that you are meant for more, yet trapped in less. Eugens. Still, you've kept going. The practicality card appears, lit by the moon in Capricorn. This tells me that despite all the emotional weight, you've been showing up, working hard, staying organized, carrying the responsibilities with strength and grace, even when no one else saw the toll it was taking. You may have been working under someone else's authority, giving your energy, your time, your spirit, and now, you've reached a threshold, the breaking point. Hihich. You are rising now, rising out of the heaviness, reclaiming your independence, refusing to be used or overlooked any longer. The rebellion we saw earlier is not chaos, it is sacred defiance. A soul saying, "Enough is enough. I deserve better." And now, as the wheel turns forward, a new light begins to dawn. In the energy of the moon in Libra, harmony begins to return to your life. You're not meant to walk this journey alone, and now you will find companionship. This could be through new friendships, supportive alliances, or even a blossoming romance. People are coming into your life who will honor your spirit, who will lift you up rather than weigh you down. And with the moon in Cancer, this connection, whether romantic or platonic, carries a nurturing essence. This is someone with a deeply caring heart, someone who understands you intuitively. They may possess maternal or protective instincts, offering you comfort and emotional safety. This person could be male, female, or anywhere on the spectrum of being. Their energy is what matters. What they bring into your life is emotional refuge, a soft place to land, a mirror that reflects back your worth. Your heart is being held now not just by spirit, but by those who are arriving to walk beside you. Let yourself receive, let yourself heal. And now, dear soul, as we continue to walk through this sacred reading, Spirit unveils a beautiful and heartwarming energy, the energy of connection, of resonance, of souls meeting in harmony. You are entering a time where true companionship begins to bloom. With the friendship card glowing in your spread, Spirit shows that someone is entering or has already entered your life who deeply sees you. This person understands you in ways that feel effortless. It's as if your hearts speak the same ancient language. You are on the same page, moving in sync, flowing with ease and mutual understanding. Not only that, but your social world is expanding. You're beginning to attract more kindred spirits, people who celebrate your growth, who align with your energy, who make your path feel less lonely and more divinely guided. Spirit is gently reminding you that you are never truly alone. You are surrounded by unseen support, and now that support begins to manifest in the physical realm. These are the celestial energies unfolding for you during this powerful week. Let us now draw from the television series Tarot deck, a deck already charged with intention and shuffled with care. And the first card to emerge is the Nine of Cups, often called the Wish Fulfillment card. This is a divine confirmation that your prayers, your intentions, and your longings have been heard. The universe is aligning to deliver something that will bring deep emotional satisfaction. This isn't just a small blessing. This is something that touches your heart, that makes you exhale in joy and gratitude. It could involve a long-awaited opportunity, a dream project, or a new career direction that allows you to express yourself fully. For some, this may even involve fame, recognition, or stepping into a public role. Perhaps you are meant to speak, to teach, to inspire. We see imagery here of a global reporter, a symbol of communication, outreach, and impact. Your voice, your presence, your message, they are about to travel further than you imagined. Spirit is guiding you to step forward boldly, for what you have to share is needed now more than ever. But even as the blessings arrive, the cards reveal that the journey has not been easy. The Nine of Wands appears, surrounded by shadows and storm clouds. This is the wounded warrior. You have been fighting long, weary battles. You've endured criticism, rejection, and resistance. You've stood your ground against many, and the toll it's taken is real. You may feel tired, guarded, even a bit defeated at times. But this card is also a reminder of your resilience. You are still standing. You have not given up. And now, you're being called to gather your final reserves of strength because you are closer than ever to the breakthrough. Alongside it, the Two of Pentacles asks you to find balance. You've been juggling many responsibilities, emotional, financial, spiritual, but balance is not about doing everything at once. It's about honoring your priorities and creating space for rest, reflection, and renewal. Despite the chaos in the background, your spirit remains strong. You have weathered the storm. Now, the skies are beginning to clear, and a new chapter is dawning, one where your efforts are rewarded, your heart is held, and your dreams are no longer distant, but arriving. As the final cards are revealed, Spirit brings forth a powerful message. A major cycle in your life is coming to a close. You are standing at the edge of completion, but not before one last test of strength, one final battle to claim what is rightfully yours. The energy of the Nine of Wands still lingers. Your spirit is weary, your reserves are low, and yet you are still standing. You have not backed down. You are standing up for your truth, defending your boundaries, and refusing to let anyone take your power away. This moment may feel exhausting, but it is also empowering. This is the crucible that forges your strength. Spirit is reminding you that this is not the beginning of the end. This is the end of what no longer serves you, and the beginning of what will set your soul on fire. And now, a choice appears before you, represented by the Two of Pentacles. This is more than just a decision between two paths. It is a moment of soul alignment. You may be considering a promotion, a shift in career, or even a completely new opportunity that pulls you in an unexpected direction. At the same time, you are juggling responsibilities, finances, work demands, emotional stress, all of it at once. Life has you multitasking, trying to keep balance, trying to stay afloat. You've been reviewing your financial situation, trying to make sense of where you are and where you want to be, but know this: the universe is preparing to meet your effort with blessing. Why? Because just beside this energy, the Nine of Cups still shines the promise of wish fulfillment, of emotional and material reward. This tells us that the situation weighing on you is nearing its conclusion. A new flow of energy is approaching. 2. And now, Spirit introduces the Queen of Wands into your reading, a radiant force of confidence, leadership, and magnetic power. This could represent someone in your life, perhaps a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, someone strong, assertive, and deeply influential. You may be working under this person or receiving guidance from them. But more profoundly, this queen could be you. This is your inner fire awakening. The Queen of Wands is a sovereign being, someone who knows her worth, speaks with conviction, and leads with fierce grace. She is attractive, not just in appearance, but in energy. People are drawn to her. And now, you are stepping into this frequency. You are not just surviving anymore, you are beginning to thrive. There may be a new offer on the table. With the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles showing up together, this points to financial movement, extra money, support, or possibly a promotion. Spirit is nudging you to open your heart and mind to receive. You've given so much of yourself now, the scales are starting to balance in your favor. Let this be your confirmation. You are ready. You are rising, and what's meant for you is already on its way. As the energy unfolds further, we find you once again standing at a powerful crossroads. There is a decision in front of you, one that is stirring deeply within your soul. Spirit shows that an offer has either been presented to you or is about to arrive in divine timing. This offer carries the potential to transform your path, especially in the realm of career and financial abundance. Hard Sen. You're now in a space of deep contemplation, weighing your options with the Two of Pentacles still echoing in your reading. There is a strong sense that this new opportunity could bring greater income, freedom, and fulfillment, but it also demands courage, the kind of courage that steps away from the known and into the unknown. Hiti, yet not all is clear, because in the shadow stands the Two of Swords, the card of mental conflict, indecision, and tension. There may be a person likely connected to your work environment with whom you've been in a prolonged, difficult dynamic. This connection feels strained, possibly manipulative, or filled with drama. It might not be personal, but the emotional impact is very real. You've been carrying the weight of this conflict, trying to stay balanced, trying to avoid confrontation, but Spirit says the time for clarity is near. In some cases, there could even be a legal or formal aspect to this situation. The justice symbolism appears, reminding you that truth, fairness, and accountability will soon be brought to light. You may fear rocking the boat, fear the fallout of your choice, but your soul already knows what is right. And even though this choice may disappoint some, it will liberate you. Yan, you cannot stay in limbo forever. A decision must be made, and Spirit is walking beside you as you take that leap. Moving into the future, a new and softer energy begins to rise. The Two of Cups emerges from the deck, bringing with it the possibility of reunion, partnership, and soul-level connection. This could represent a healing moment with the person you've been in conflict with. There may be an apology, a long overdue conversation, or an invitation to reconcile and move forward with understanding. The energy here is tender, emotional, and filled with the hope of harmony. Chi Chi. Yet this card speaks not only of personal healing, it also reflects a new alliance, perhaps in business or creative collaboration. The ancient symbol of the caduceus hovers above wings spread, serpents entwined, a sacred sign of divine partnerships, healing energy, and mutual support. You are not just making decisions, you are realigning with destiny. So whether this is a romantic reunion, a new friendship, or the birth of a powerful business connection, this bond is sacred. It arrives to balance what was broken, to support your growth, and to elevate your spirit to the next level. Spirit wants you to remember, you are not choosing between failure and success. You are choosing between fear and faith. And when you choose faith, the universe rises to meet you. As we continue forward into your journey, Spirit reveals that a new connection is blossoming in your professional realm. This could be a friendship formed at work, someone who brings in support, understanding, and encouragement just when you need it most. A new ally, perhaps even a guide entering your life to remind you, you don't have to do this alone. But alongside this newfound support is another pivotal choice, a decision that could reshape the entire landscape of your future. Once again, you're standing at a threshold, and Spirit is asking you to look deeply within and ask, is this path aligned with my joy, my values, my dreams? An offer has clearly been made, one that promises greater financial reward and long-term growth. Yet still, you're weighing your options, not just with logic, but with your heart and soul. The Two of Wands appears now, showing a figure gazing out over the world, holding the globe in their hands, a powerful image of vision, expansion, and planning. This card often signifies travel, relocation, or stepping beyond familiar boundaries. Spirit suggests that this opportunity may require you to leave something behind, whether a place, a habit, a role, or even a comfort zone. It's not just a job, it's a calling to something greater. You may be feeling hesitant, and that's okay. It's normal to feel the weight of change, especially when the future feels wide open. But Spirit is gently encouraging you to remember, sometimes we must release the familiar to embrace the extraordinary. Next comes the Knight of Pentacles, a messenger of grounded opportunity. This knight is not flashy or fast, but steadfast, reliable, and determined. This job or path ahead may not be an overnight miracle, it will ask much of you. Hard work, consistency, and patience will be required, but the rewards will be lasting and deeply rooted. The sun shines in the distance, affirming that though the road may be long, it leads to success, stability, and long-term abundance. Then, at the heart of it all, the Emperor appears. This is no small energy. The Emperor represents power, structure, leadership, and mastery. You are not being called to simply take a job. You are being called to step into a position of authority, to lead, to manage, to direct. This may involve overseeing others, managing projects or resources, or stepping into a higher level role where your voice shapes outcomes. It's no wonder you are considering this carefully. Spirit sees your hesitation, especially if travel is involved, or if this shift asks you to stretch beyond your comfort. But know this, the Emperor does not shrink from destiny, he rises to meet it. You are being invited to rise. So, take your time, weigh the options, listen to your intuition, but do not let fear be the reason you stay small. This opportunity is more than a job, it is a soul assignment. And Spirit says, you are ready. As we move into the final chapter of your reading, Spirit reveals a powerful triad of transformation: the Magician, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Together, they speak of your power, your release, and your emotional rebirth. First, we meet the Magician, a master of manifestation, ruled by the swift and clever energy of Mercury. This card is a divine reminder. You already have everything you need to succeed. You are not lacking. In fact, you are overflowing with talent, vision, and the training to bring your dreams into form. You've spent time learning, preparing, gathering your tools. Now, you're being called to step into the arena, not as a beginner, but as a creator. The Magician doesn't wait for permission. He speaks his vision into reality and summons abundance with intention and action. This is also a sign that life is about to get very busy, especially with the lingering energy of the Knight of Pentacles. Expect long hours, intense focus, and a flurry of responsibilities. But it won't feel draining. It will feel driven. purposeful. Your work is about to matter more than ever before. And then the emotional tide begins to shift. The Eight of Cups marks a sacred departure. You are leaving behind something once familiar, a place, a position, or even a version of yourself that no longer aligns with your soul's truth. You've poured your heart into this chapter, but now the cups sit empty, and you can no longer pretend they fulfill you. Hiki. This card often signifies a quiet goodbye. Not necessarily dramatic, but deep. It's the moment when your spirit whispers, "It's time." And so you walk away not in weakness, but in wisdom. Because your heart knows what your mind is only now beginning to understand, your destiny lies elsewhere. We even see the image of air travel, suggesting that your journey forward may require literal movement across cities, countries, or borders. A new cycle is beginning, marked by the new moon rising above the path you now walk. And yes, the Five of Cups reminds us that even necessary endings can hurt. There is grief, regret, and the ache of what could have been. You may look back at this past chapter with sadness. You may feel torn between gratitude and disappointment. But Spirit lovingly reminds you, do not focus only on the spilled cups. Turn around. There are still full ones behind you. You are not losing, you are letting go. And in the letting go, you are making space for something greater. New opportunities are arriving, perhaps even involving teaching, mentoring, or guiding others. This isn't just about a job, it's about your soul's purpose unfolding. So step forward with courage. Embrace the unknown. Trust that the universe is leading you exactly where you're meant to be. And know this, you are the magician now. You are the one choosing to walk away from what no longer serves. And you are the one who will rise stronger, wiser, and more aligned than ever before. So here you are, dear soul, standing on the edge of transformation, yet still holding a thread to the past. You've been hesitating, haven't you? Not because you're unsure of the opportunity, but because your heart is tangled in the emotional weight of what you're leaving behind. Maybe it's old friends, familiar routines, or a comfort zone you've outgrown. And it's okay to feel that. Spirit sees your reluctance, your tenderness, your grief, TAURUS. But the message is clear. You cannot stay in a space that no longer holds your light. You've already outgrown the past, and what lies ahead is not loss, but expansion. The truth is, there's no point in clinging to what didn't bloom. Now is the time to gently, lovingly let go, and manifest a life that truly reflects your worth. You will make new connections, beautiful ones, friendships that feel like soul family. Support will find you again, in places you've never been before. A new job, a shift in direction, or even a complete realignment of your career path is unfolding. And this isn't just a change, it's the answer to your deepest desires. The Nine of Cups reminds us that your wishes are already materializing. So Spirit says, don't let fear trick you into shrinking. Don't see shadows where there is light. This is your invitation to leap. Take the risk, step into your future. The struggle you faced has shaped your strength, and now the universe is preparing to open the door. Let us now consult the Angel Tarot and see what guidance the higher realms wish to offer. The first card drawn is the Moon, a message rich with mystery and magic. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. You've been feeling anxious, haven't you? Perhaps even a little depressed or lost in uncertainty. Your nights have been restless, your thoughts swirling, but Spirit assures you not everything has been revealed yet. Behind the veil, the universe is rearranging your path, preparing things in divine timing. Trust the mystery. The second card is Seven of Fire, and it comes with a fierce, empowering message. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. This is not a time to be silent. It is time to speak your truth, to own your power, and to protect the life you are building. You've already seen this echoed in the Nine of Wands. The warrior energy within you is alive. You've come this far, not by accident, but by strength. So yes, a choice must be made. A battle may need to be fought, but you are no longer the person who doubts. You are the person who decides. And Spirit stands behind you, whispering, you are ready. You are powerful, and your future is calling. And now, as we come to the close of this sacred reading, Spirit delivers one final message, a message filled with hope, courage, and destiny. The last card drawn is the Dreamer, a card of pure potential, bold beginnings, and divine trust. A leap of faith, follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities await. You've done the inner work. You've stood your ground. You've protected your truth. And now, the universe is asking you to take that final step forward to trust the path, even if you can't yet see where it leads. Yes, it may feel risky. Yes, there may be moments of doubt. But what awaits you is a brand new start, one filled with freedom, abundance, and soul-aligned purpose. The echoes of the Eight of Cups are still here. The quiet courage to walk away, to close a chapter that no longer holds your joy. And though there may be lingering regret or sadness, know this: the future holds more than the past ever could. This path you are stepping onto may involve leadership, as the energy of the Emperor reminds us. You are being called into greater power, greater responsibility, and greater reward. Your wisdom, your strength, and your voice are needed. You've been weighing your options carefully, and that's wise, but the time to decide is approaching. This opportunity is not just good, it's transformative. It brings with it not only prosperity, but beautiful new friendships, and a life that finally feels like your own. So, take the leap, dreamer. The universe is ready when you are. And now, if this message has stirred something within you, if it has offered clarity, healing, or hope, I invite you to like this video, share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe to join this growing soul community. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts, your story, or how this reading resonated with your journey. Thank you, beautiful soul, for allowing me to walk this path with you today. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and most of all, stay true to your spirit. With love and light, take care and blessed be. He eats.